I'm delighted to say that I am joined here by Michael Du. Now, he is the Chief Financial Officer and Vice President of Xpeng Aeroht HT, which is from now going to be known as Aidge. And we just watched this extraordinary display at the eVTOL that you can see behind me. Michael, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for taking the time to be here.
Well, the first thing I want to ask you is, what is the USP of this eVTOL? What is it about the craft that is different and exciting?
I think unique sales features about this product is basically it was designed that every single person can use in their daily life. So without any restrictions or limitation by the infrastructures, you need to worry about the storage, the refuel, the transportation of a typical flying vehicle, which was the typical issues for the aircrafts, for normal people to utilize, to own the aircraft.
And you really do intend for this eVTOL to be accessible to the masses, to people like me?
Yeah, I think it was designed with a mindset that it can be flown by normal people in as much occasion as possible. Of course, as the industry like electrical vehicle, you're starting from like Model S, then you have Model 3 where more people can afford it, which we are confident.
So how far can it go? Give me a little bit of a sense of what this vehicle can do for you if you want to fly.
First, I think the product at this stage wasn't designed to fly as long distance as possible. That's where the other product, A68, to do. But if you're talking about that, I think it will support up to 20 minutes of flying and to people to enjoy the views from the skies as long as they want.
Okay, so I know that you now have this machine or you're planning to have it in mass production in your brand new factory that you have built in China. When you say mass production, how many are we talking about here? How many are you planning to make a year?
We're actually talking about astonishing number in the aviation standard. It will be producing up to 10,000 units per year. That translates to every 30 minutes, there's one of such plane coming off the line.
So these are genuinely going to be commercially available
Yes.
in China. How soon?
I think in China, as soon as the second half of 2026, which is right next year, less than 12 months, people will be able to get on hold of this product and fly on the skies of China.
And how much is it going to cost?
We haven't decided on a final price, but it will be less than 2 million RMB, which is less than, say, 270,000 US dollars.
Less than $270,000.
Yeah, that's cheaper than a Ferrari, right?
It is cheaper than a Ferrari. And for that, you get the craft and the van.
Yes, all together. You get a self-containing infrastructure, moving infrastructure together with the plane.
Okay, I mean, it feels like quite an extraordinary step forward in many ways. When are you planning to sell them in the UAE? Because you did choose to have your maiden international flight here in the UAE, and I'd love to know why you chose this country as well.
So first question, I think the product would potentially be available in UAE as soon as year 2027. Of course, subject to certification, we hope that would be sooner. Secondly, why we picked UAE is because I think you can see this market has a lot of potential. This product has a lot of potential. Where is the best market for it? I think it has three major elements. The first is you will have a market, a group of people, a culture that embrace new technology and innovations. And, UAE is a place to go when you want to find new technologies. And also in terms of the use case or application scenario, you can look at the coastal lines, look at all those potential vertiports. They're all suitable for this product. And third, and of course, you have a large base of affluent customers. So UAE has all of them.
Okay, I've got two key questions I want to ask you. One of them is about safety, because obviously before anyone jumps into one of these craft, they want to know they're going to be safe. And before anyone lets anyone jump in them, us on the ground want to be sure that they're not going to fall down on us. What is the deal when it comes to safety? How can you reassure us?
I think first, our product is designed with top safety and it's really safe. And when as we are going through the certification process with CAAC, it is a rigorous process to ensure all aspects of the process safe. And during our R&D process, we actually made 200 of this unit to be flying across all different geographical locations in China, like extreme heat, extreme high altitude, extreme cold, very moist area, to ensure the product can be fly in safe conditions all over the places. And also it has a lot of redundancy system, like you have still 6 rotors. Even one of the, or even 2 of them doesn't work, the product will still allow enough time for it to emergency land. Similarly, we have battery pack redundancies, flight control system redundancies, autonomous control system or autonomous flying system redundancies. All of them are in different structures, so that when single issue or single aspect will not affect the safety of the product.
You spent $600 million on R&D to develop not just this craft, but other eVTOLs, other flying motorbikes, for example. You've obviously also spent millions of dollars on your new factory where you're going to be building these. It's quite a gamble, isn't it? It's quite a risk. Do you think you're going to get a return on that investment?
First, I don't think it's a gamble. It's an educated, a clear strategy. If this is our first product, maybe yes. But after 5 generation products, we know exactly what product features, what customers want, what's the application limitation, or where it has opportunities. It's very clear to us. And also, since the very beginning of when we designed this product, we have keep close contact with our potential customers. We already have 5,000 pre-orders, but we want to emphasize it's actually only for our tests or communication. So we want to know what customers want when design product. Our product is actually not officially launched and started selling within China. So when we do that, we have confidence that order will be even more in the numbers of tens of thousands. So that's how we are confident it was not a gamble.
So you already make electric vehicles. Why did you then move into eVTOLs? Was it a natural step for you? Do you really think the market's there?
We are confident. I think we are not alone first. So the chairman of Xpeng Motors have a vision that the transportation will be evolving from 2-dimension to 3-dimension. And that was a vision 5-6 years ago. So that was truly a vision. And for our founders, Mr. Zhao Deli, who actually started this business 12 years ago. So that's when he think the passenger eVTOL will have a market. And you can see we're not alone. There are more and more startups coming up within China and overseas, believing passenger eVTOL as the future of mobility.
So thank you very much indeed. It's been a great pleasure to meet you and a great pleasure to watch this demonstration. So thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you much.